So, good morning, my brothers and sisters. Today, for those of us who are Catholics, today is the solemnity of Christ the King. Christ the King is the solemnity that, concludes a liturgical calendar for the Catholics. As Catholics, we have got our own calendar that we follow, a liturgical calendar. And we have three liturgical calendars. Now, these three liturgical calendars are based on the gospel that we read on Sundays. So, we have three years, different years. So we have year A, year B, year C. And this year, the one which comes to an end today, is year C. It's year C. We are now going to start year A, because we have A, B, C. So now we have concluded year C. We are going to year A. We are starting back. A, B, C. This is C. Now we are going back to A. And these years, we concentrate on different gospels. Okay, so in year A, we look at the gospel of Matthew. Year A, we look at the gospel of Matthew. Then year B, we look at the gospel of Mark. Then year C, which has ended, we look at the gospel of Luke. So these are the characteristics of these years. Year A, it's the gospel of Matthew. These, if you look at the readings every Sunday you will see that the readings are going to be coming, like in year A, they will be coming from Matthew. In year B, the Sunday readings, the gospel readings, they come from Mark. Then year C, the one that has ended, we were focusing on the gospel of Luke. Not that we don't read other gospels. We read other gospels, especially during the week. But on Sundays, you see that the gospels that are picked are related to the year in which we are. So anyway, I'm just from church. I don't know if some of you have already been to church. Me, I'm just from church right now. And, reflecting on Christ the King. I was just, when I was sitting there in church, I was just looking at, I was thinking about the difference between, the kingdom of God and the kingdom of this world. Remember in the reading that we read today, Jesus is saying, is telling Pilate to say, my kingdom is not of this world. Okay, my kingdom is not of this world. And I was just looking at the discrepancy, the difference between the kingdom of God and the kingdom of this world. And, me being a politician, many times I struggle with this dichotomy, this difference between, the kingdom of God, the kingdom of God. As a Christian, as one who follows Christ, I want to espouse for the kingdom of God. But then, as I live here on earth, I am a politician and I espouse to be a leader of this world. Because politics, it's a leadership, it's the kingship of this world. It's a leadership of this world, which is different from Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ is actually saying, no, I'm not part of this kingdom, this worldly kingdom. I'm not part of it. My kingship is not the one of this world. Basically, not a part of it. It was part of it, but this is not my kingdom. And I struggle with this. I tell you, I struggle with this many times, because when we look at the two, we make a contrast. You see, in the kingdom of this world, this is where we fight. We insult each other, we say terrible things, we fix each other. This is the kingdom of this world. In this, the kingdom of this world, unfortunately, this is where we fight. Hakainde Hichilema, for example, is there, and look at how many people are fighting him. And he's also fighting back. And we take advantage of the weakness of the other. We thrive at exposing the other. We thrive at, fixing the other. And unfortunately, even you people like it. The kingdom of this world, if you are a politician and you are nice and, whatever, you can't succeed. You can't succeed. Many times people say, no, don't say this. Oh, issue-based. I'm telling you, those politicians that go in nicely, they do the so-called smart politics. My good example is Elias Chipimo. Elias Chipimo was a good politician that came in to deal with issues and whatever. He got frustrated. The other one that for me, is also another politician that really was substance-oriented. It's Chipimo, General Mianda. But General Mianda was also a man that really he had an ideology. But most of these politicians, there is no ideology. I mean, even including myself, when I'm talking and whatever, there is no ideology. Because for me, it's deliberate. It's not that I don't have an ideology. I have an ideology. But, there is a time when you have to bring out your ideology. But if you just go into politics and you start bringing in your ideology, you become boring. Like the way General Mianda was. But General Mianda had a strong ideology, village concept, heritage party. I mean, people are not interested. They were not interested. Chipimo came with very strong ideologies on the economy. People are not interested, you see. So, but people like it when, you tell off people. He's a useless leader. He's whatever, he's corrupt. He has built mansions. He has built whatever. This is where in the kingship of the world, this is where we enjoy, exposing Edgar Lungu. Patuma flats to 15. You make an issue. No, he's corrupt. What? Look at the flats, but you can't show the crime that this person has done. Equally with the Hakainde Hichilema. I mean, you have to say the West. You have to call him something big. Look at. I've been looking at the pictures that most of the times. Some of these guys, critics, they have been putting this picture of Hakainde Hichilema, a very ugly picture, but that's a picture that they use because that is how we do it in this kingdom of the world. We have to paint the other one ugly. We have to make him look ruthless. We have to make him. He's a bad man, and what? This is the kingdom of this world. And unfortunately, even some of the so-called pastors and whatever who engage in this, you see what they call others. Because it's very difficult. This is what sells in the kingship of this world. That's what sells. And me, I can tell you that I am very much aware of what I say. And some of these things are just like, unfortunately, this is politics and I have to do it, But otherwise, I know what the kingdom of God is all about. I know how the kingdom of God should be. The kingdom of God is where you look at the other person as your brother. Where you speak good things about the other. You try to build others. But you see, that cannot work in politics. In politics, unfortunately, because it's the kingdom of this world, in politics, we strive to bring the other one down. You see, you don't talk anything positive about, especially those that are in power. You don't. You have to say the negative, And even when you try to be positive, sometimes you see myself, because sometimes even if I'm doing politics, I try to be objective. I say, positive things about those that are in government. And you see some people, the way they jump. Hey, you are not consistent. Hey, you see, why are you saying this? Hey, now Shamu. You see? Because they don't want to hear me say anything positive about Hakainde Hichilema, for example. They don't want me to say anything positive about Vanelli Muti. No. If I do that, you see? But as a Christian, sometimes I need, to see others in the positive light. I mean, yes, I'm doing positive, but sometimes I need to, in the kingdom of this world, you don't have to say the truth. You can't say the truth about Edgar Lungu. Because if you say the truth about Edgar Lungu, now bakulishamo ba UPND. No. Sometimes you need to tell even Edgar Lungu the truth. Sometimes you need to tell HH the truth, praise singers, because your kingdom is of this world. You don't want anything negative about Hakainde Hichilema. Everything is positive. And that's why sometimes I tell you that Mula Mupepa HH, because you have turned HH to be your king, the supreme king, the infallible Hakainde Hichilema. They're all good. They're all knowing, You say, no, Tayali, you worship idols. Some of you actually worship Hakainde Hichilema. But that is wrong. That is because, you are part of this kingdom of this world. But in the kingdom of God, you tell the truth. Jesus Christ used to tell off, the leaders of that time. Used to tell off the lawyers of that time. Used to tell off, the journalists of those days. Used to tell off, the judges of those days. He used to speak the truth. And of course, they were not happy. They were not happy because the truth always hurts. And people don't like the truth. People like lies, And, even some of these people, somehow, because you find that people just want to hear positive things, Positive things, that's what they want to hear. And when you tell them something, no, he's not loyal. Come on, guys. Come on. You can't be perfect. You are not all perfect. You are not free of sin. We are all sinners. We all make mistakes. Sometimes we see things in different light, and we need to be told the truth. I don't take offense on people that tell me whatever they tell me. That's why you see, I think I'm one of the most democratic politician in Zambia, because you don't see me blocking people anyhow. Unless you come stupidly, you drag my wife, you start talking stupid things about my wife. Then definitely, you don't need to be on my page. I'll definitely block you. You start talking things about, things which are not dragging. For me, you can say anything. But you don't have to drag my wife in it. No, forget it. I'm going to block you. But I will not take you to court. I will not take you to court. I will not go to the police. You see? And this is why I am very much against this issue of Yomaps and Kiddies. Out of the conflicts that you have on social media, you cannot be dragging people kuma court. You cannot be asking the court to jail somebody. It's because you have got a big ego, an inflated ego, and you don't want people to reproach you. You don't want people to tell you for your wrong things. Kiddies, you go in a club, behaving in a certain way, you don't want people to tell you that, no, that is wrong. You don't want. You don't want, because you've got a big ego, because you think, you are perfect. No, but we are on this earth. And sometimes we need to tell people the truth. We need to tell the people the truth. And between, Kiddies, Yomapsi, Musiani, if anything, Musiani, what he was saying was true. What Musiani was saying was true. And so, out of that, yes, you may not have liked it, but surely taking him to court, asking the court to jail him, that is not right. And that's why I am coming in, I'm coming in to bring the kingdom of God. That look, you don't need to take people to jail just because of your inflated ego. You don't have to. Just because you think you are Kidisi, the most beautiful young lady, they married to the most, I don't know, the biggest artist, and just because you are your Mapsi, you know, you are a big artist in this country, and therefore nobody should reproach you, nobody should say anything. No, that's why I'm coming in. That's why I'm coming in. Some of you have not gotten it. The issue there is not about me attacking your Mapsi, attacking kiddies. It's about telling them the truth, putting them in their place. One, it is about me defending this young man. Because if that young man goes to jail, he will lose his life. He will lose his life. Yes, he will be alive. But look, that guy has got whatever he does. If he goes to jail, I mean, that's it. By the time we'll be coming out, it will be very difficult for him even to get employment, even to do business. It will be difficult. That's why I'm coming in. I am trying to, you know, defend somebody that I've seen that is weak. That is what I'm doing. I'm trying to defend this guy because I've seen he's weak. And I'm doing it because I know even Jesus Christ would stand to defend Musiani. I'm telling you, even if Jesus Christ was alive, so today, Jesus Christ would defend Musiani. He will defend Musiani because Musiani really, whatever he said, yes, some of the things he said they were they were not good, and I'm happy that he actually apologized. You people, you have got these videos that when your maps distributed, negative videos, only negative videos. That's all you have. But I'm going to play tonight. I'm going to play some of the videos that you have not heard, where this guy actually apologized. And by the way, Musiani and Kidis, they were talking. And it's actually Kidis that started talking to Musiani. And Musiani was actually trying to help them to resolve whatever nonsense. I've got the recordings. I will play them. But let me just play. Kadionko mumfwe kofi. Kadionko. Oko watampi. Kofi atampi idef. Kadionko. I'll just play Kadionko mumfwe. I'll play them tonight. Listen to that.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, am I through to Elias?
Hello?
Kidis, how are you?
Fine, now can I just call you back? I'm getting out of a place.
Okay, no problem. Hello?
Hello?
Elias, hi.
Hey, you said this is Kidist.
Yeah, I know you're recording, but yes, it is.
What do you really know I'm recording?
How are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm fine. Today I felt compelled to reach out to you. I've had your number
I will play all that conversation and other conversations just to show that because really my point, to those of you who have not gotten it, my point is that I feel that Kidist and your maps are just they are let me speak nice, let me speak a better language. They are possessed by this ego. They have got this ego. It's about ego. It's about showing off who is who. It is about showing off who is who. That is my point. But this ego, this trying to show that they are whatever, they want to destroy a young person's life. And that is my point. They were having conversations before. They were okay with each other. Like you will hear in some of the conversation that I will play out. They were okay. But then all of a sudden, I mean, for them, they want to take Musiani to prison. And by the way, your maps, by the way, did actually threaten Musiani. In the conversation, your maps did threaten Musiani. He did. Let me play just a bit of that. I will play more, but let me play that as well. Let me play that so that it moves away.
That people want to beat you up. I can't even lie to you.
So there's nothing like really no, maybe I can on that particular.
So you are like that. That's this. But what is why not one of them?
Yeah.
So there are people who want to beat you up. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah, I know, obviously, because obviously
hear
you
that?
don't like someone.
You hear
else
that?
from
That
the-
is
I know
fake.
that, yeah.
You went to Ashua. No, you don't like that. But what is why you're not even have to.
Yeah.
So there are people who want to beat you up. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah, I know, obviously, because obviously they don't like some of my...
I will talk about this. I will talk about this. I will play. I've got a number of conversations that were going on between these people. And while I'm playing those videos, I want you to see that really, this is not a case that was supposed to end in court. No. You will see. That is my point. This is not a case that was supposed to end in court. It is because Kidist and Yomaps, they, they have got this big ego. They have got a big ego and they want to fix Musiani. But that is not the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God, you talk over things. You forgive each other. And by the way, Musiani did actually ask for apology. After that conversation that you people you have been seeing, hey, Ali Batuka, and whatever, Musiani did ask for apology from Kidist and Yomaps. He did ask for apology. So if a person asks for apology, how can you now go to court and say he's threatening violence? And there are so many conversations, there are recordings. And Yomaps and Kidist, they decided to only bring out one part which is showing, that this guy is a bad guy. But I'm telling you, as you are going to hear a number of conversations, you will see that actually Musiani is not the kind of guy that he has been painted. Because a lot of you say, no, he's a very bad guy. He's a very bad guy. No, you will hear from some of the conversations that were going on between the two, that actually the guy is not as bad. He's not as bad. And at the end of the day, if these people are good people, why not talk it over? Why not accept the apology that Musiani gave? Why not? Why dragging to court? Why wanting to ask the court to jail the guy? That is my point. That is my point. So this is not it's not just about Tayali talking about kiddies, talking about, no. I've got no issue with that. I've got no issue with those. They can live their life as they want it. They can live their life as they want it. But to take somebody and put him in jail, they can live their life whichever way they want. I've got no issue. Kiddies can do whatever she wants. It's okay. That's her life. It's okay. But out of whatever they do, to drag a person kujele, if you're kana, and that is my objective. Because that is not the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God is when people differ, they reconcile and they go about their lives. Because that's part of life. That's part of life. And that is me, really. That is me. In my heart, I have no grudges against anyone. I am not even a person like you. When I think about the time that I will be in leadership, I don't see myself going for anyone. And even here, Mulomfwandaland, I am against going against anyone. Even the people that have differed before, even the police that were sent to do this and that, to do whatever, I don't have an issue with them. I don't have an issue. Even Waka in the Ichilema, tomorrow I become president. Trust me, I will never go for Waka in the Ichilema. Never. Never. In spite of the suffering that I'm going through. I am really going through a lot of suffering. And of course, you need to get it into context. Suffering, it is not that I am lacking food. It is not that, I have everything here. I have everything. Now, if I was just an irresponsible person, I would have done that. But, I am a family man. I respect my wife. I respect my family. I respect my children. So, I am trying to do my level best to live as a family man, but I miss them. So, I feel bad. I really feel bad. That is very, very true. I feel bad. But I will never punish anyone for this experience that I'm going through. I am innocent. All I've done is speak about issues. I've not done anything that you can say, no, whatever, Tayali should suffer. Even you people who say this, I mean, you know that all I've done is speak about issues. That's all. That's all. As a politician, that's all. That's all I've done. That's all I've done. But nonetheless, this is where, you know, no, Tayali, you go to church and yet whatever. Yes, I pray to my God. This is what God gives me. This is a grace that God gives me. If I were not going to church, I would have been one of those saying, hey, but because I am a Christian, because I go to church, because I take the Eucharist, I have the grace to forgive. And because I go to church, I have the grace, you know, to fight for people that may not have the voice. That may not have the voice. It's not about, oh, unless he's paid and whatever. Those that have helped, they know. And they will tell you that I risk my life, you know, to just bring out justice, to speak the truth, to speak for those that may not have the voice. Anyway, that is all. I've said a lot of things, but basically, I just wanted to share a little bit that, you know, today is Christ the King. You know, we are celebrating Christ as, you know, the King of, you know, the kingdom of God. And I've made, you know, a reference to how different it is, the kingdom of God and the kingdom of this world. The kingdom of this world, you know, we hate each other, we drag each other to court, we do all this and all these bad things to each other. But the kingdom of God, we are supposed to be nice to each other, we are supposed to forgive each other, we're supposed to do the right thing, you know. So, unfortunately, we fell short of that, and I stand guilty of that. May God have mercy on me. We'll talk at 20 hours. Thank you very much.